TalkManRadio Fantasy Football Podcast. Hello and welcome back to the TalkManRadio Fantasy Football Podcast. What we're talking about this week is free agency. We're going to look at it from the fantasy aspect. Who of the people, of the big names that have moved, who are the ones you should target? Who are the ones you should let be? And we're going to go through NFL.com. They have their 101 top free agents. We're going to see who's still left out there. And I have a question about that. I went through it already, but I want to share it with you. So let's go. All right, so this is NFL.com. This is their 101 top free agents. Most of them are gone. There's still some out there, though. Now, the ones, well, we'll go through it. I'll show you. As you can see, they got picked up. Jets, Colts, blah, 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 blah. Boom. Here you go. Number 12, Sue. He's still out there. Defensive tackle still out there. Now, I get it. They don't want to give this guy $8 zillion, but, this guy hasn't had any offers yet? Who knows? But he hasn't signed. Defensive tackle. Remember that. That's my point. Edge. Remember that. That's another good point. I get it. This guy's been hurt all over the place. He had a couple good seasons. But, yeah, he's been hurt, and that's keeping people away. Any offers? Waiting for the price to go down. We keep going. Linebacker. It's the Browns in the fall in favor of the coaching staff late in the year, playing a Pro Bowler. He was a Pro Bowler in September and October, and then he stunk. Linebacker. But that's not the point I'm getting to. Blah, 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 blah. Tyrell Williams got picked up. Good. That's good. All right. See, most of them are gone. Here's one. Cornerback. That's important. Now, I get it. This guy's... How old is this guy? Is he... No, he's not the guy who got picked by Dallas, number 4. Is he? Is he that guy? I think he was super fast and he's just stayed in the league because he's so fast. I forget. Either way, he had a career high 14 passes defense last year. A cornerback. Nobody needs a cornerback. Nobody needs a D tackle. Nobody needs an edge guy. Sammy Khan, another linebacker. I knew as soon as the Patriots got rid of this guy, I was like, this guy, they know this guy stinks. People are texting me. They want to know about football. Actually, no, they don't. They want to know about a movie. J.J. This guy a couple years ago, anybody who picked him in their draft was the fucking draft whisperer. Now look at him. Look at you now. Gone. Another defensive tackle, and this guy's not bad. I get it. He's getting old, but oh yeah, he got fucked up. All right, so maybe this guy's not the best. Highlight to make. But it's still a defensive tackle. You gotta wait till he heals up, though. Crabtree. That's the guy fucking what's his face was yelling about. Yelling that girl's face. After they won that Sherman. Yelling that girl's face about Crabtree. Fuck's you know about Crabtree? This guy's out there. Hey! Remember me? Somebody called Chicago. Don't they need a kicker? Didn't they? Isn't that their big thing? They need a fucking kicker. Here's one. Nah, we're not going to call him. Keep the guy who misses stupid field goals. I thought this guy was going to be good. He's a big target. Everybody likes big targets, I thought. TJ Yeldon. Now, that's surprising. He's not terrible. He's around 4 yards a carry, somewhere around there, and he catches the ball. He catches the ball like he's good hands. He's a solid third down back in the league. The value skill set more than ever. Yeah, that's surprising. That really is surprising. But moving on. Muhammad Wilkinson. All right with that. Yeah, they're kind of right about this guy. He's more name now. Yeah, used to be good. A safety. Edge guy. I thought this guy was going to be good. They drafted him after they won the Super Bowl. Now he stinks. Eric Berry. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. But, yeah, he's unquestioned leadership. Yeah. Good guy to have around. Derek Morgan, another edge guy. Nick Perry, another edge guy. Now that we're getting to the end. Another edge guy. Defensive lineman. And a quarterback, number one. My point on all this was see a lot of edge and defensive linemen on there. Now, in a league that everything revolves around the quarterback, you got to have a quarterback, number one, and then you got to have guys to protect the quarterback, number two. That's the offensive side. On the defensive side, we need guys who get to the quarterback. That's it. That's what the league is nowadays. And we need a guy to cover the quarterback. Get that guy, get a quarterback out there. That's so what? Like one or two linebackers out there? That was it. There was one cornerback, and all the rest are defensive linemen. I think that's weird. In a league, the way the league is now, how all these guys, now I get it. They're probably saying, I want $8 billion. Like, no, fuck off. But, eventually I assume 9 out of 10 of these guys are going to get brought in. And then probably during training camp, someone's going to go down, and then the 10th guy's going to go. But, I'd like to know more about that. If these guys are, you got to pay me. I ain't paying you shit. We're going to draft somebody. We're going to draft a young guy. So, from the guys who are left, I find that just weird a little bit that all these edge and defensive lineman guys will be out there when it's such a high commodity nowadays. So, that's it for these guys. Let's get into the free agency moves, team by team. All right, we're on NFL.com right now. We're going to go through all the teams real quick. We're just talking about fantasy football here, so we're going to be talking primarily about offensive players and the pickups. I've got my top 5 pickups of the offseason here, and we're going to go through them, and I'll mention them as we get to them. Let's go through this. Arizona, they hooked up the offensive line a little bit. I don't see Brett Hundley. Nobody's drafting him, and Kevin White. I don't see any big fantasy impacts. Atlanta, Kenyon Barner. No, I don't see any big fantasy impacts. Mark Ingram, that could be something. We'll have to wait and see. They're going to be running the ball a lot. They're going to run the ball, play defense. And Earl Thomas as a defensive player to help reinforce how good that defense is. The loss of Weddle bringing in Thomas is a good ad. Keeps them relevant in terms of fantasy defenses. Mark Ingram, they're going to run the ball a lot, and he's probably going to be the bell cow for that. So, not bad. Buffalo Bills picked up a lot of guys. The slow little white guy and the fast little black guy. I don't see these guys. I don't know what's going to happen there. But I'd give Brown a little more. I'd give him a little more than I would Beasley because Beasley's a little older, I think, and Brown is the speed guy. He can make big plays. Fantasy-wise, I'd put him higher than Beasley. They're remaking the whole wide receiver core. So, Tyler Kroft, I kind of liked him. He might be, if you need a tight end, Tyler Kroft, not a bad pickup. There's going to be other guys up higher than him, but if the quarterback's any good, he's got new wide receivers, that could be something big. Keep an eye on Tyler Kroft. They're redoing the offensive line, pretty good. Andre Roberts, nothing. Carolina, nobody. The Bears, re-signed him. Cordell Patterson, I don't know what they're going to do with him. Cincinnati, Preston Brown, defense. Tyler Eifert brought him back. He had one good year. Offensive line, they're redoing that. That's good. And I kind of like this tight end, but I don't know anything about these guys. Nothing fantasy-wise going on there. And Cleveland, everything's going on in Cleveland. OBJ, he'll probably be picked in the second round, earlier, mid. I think he'll be fine. I think he'll have a decent year. He'll pan out in terms of draft value where he gets drafted. Morgan Burnett, pretty good on defensive end. Another D-back, tight end, D-back. They have a good defense that they can move guys around and substitute guys in and out. Working on the offensive line, not bad. They did pretty well over there in Cleveland. OBJ, not a bad pickup in terms of draft. I wouldn't drop him that much. The Cowboys. Cobb taking over for Beasley. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We have to watch during the OTAs and all that. No, nobody else really got signed here. Tavon Austin got re-signed. Who cares? Jason Witten came back. He'll get drafted. I don't know how much he's got left in the tank. Joe Flacco. Don't like Joe Flacco. Nobody else really. Kevin Hogan. Who cares? Detroit picked up C.J. Anderson after you got a 1-year contract after playing well for a month when everybody else is tired. There you go, C.J. He's fat too. Danny Amendola picking up guys from. They know what they want to do over there in Detroit. They want to try and replicate what they did in New England. Don't know if that's going to happen. Trey Flowers, that helps. Jesse James, tight end. Nobody here really. I mean, these guys might get drafted, but they'll be late. Green Bay, Mercedes Lewis, meh, and an offensive lineman, nobody. Texans, re-signed him, Clowney. Defense is going to be good. Offensive line, A.J. McCarron. If you draft A.J. McCarron, you got big problems. Devin Funchess, number 5 on my best pickups. Now, I'm looking. I mean, I have a little bit of bias against the guy. I did take him last year, but you got a real quarterback there now. Put the ball on the money. If you can catch, you should be able to make hay here because you have the other side. You have an all-pro on the other side with the speed. All you have to do is be big and catch balls. Why can't you catch 60 or 70 of them, buddy? Come on. So he's my top 5. He's my 5 in terms of pickups because he's going to a guy who can throw the ball. Everybody else is defensive, no big deal. Alfred Blue. Nick Foles. He could be big. I have him at 1. Because I'm biased. I like the wide receivers they have there. I like Cole. I do like him. He had that one catch with the hand. But you have DeFilippo, who was the guy who was there's some synergy there between him and the guy DeFilippo, who was with the Eagles when they made that run 2 years ago. So if he can stay there and get him going in the right direction, implement the things that he likes to do, Nick Foles could be top 10 quarterback. Could be. That's why I have him at 1. Number 1 pickup this year, Foles. And everybody else stinks. Everybody else that got stinks. Alfred Blue, meh. Okay, Kansas City. Carlos Hyde. He's not going to be the starter, but that everybody scores on that team, so he's good as a handcuff. Everybody else is on defense. Davis, the Tyrod Taylor. No, nobody's drafting him. Blake Bortles. There you go, buddy. Malcolm Brown. Okay. It looks like they're grabbing some long in the tooth guys, giving them, seeing if they want to make a run at the Super Bowl. We'll see. Dolphins, Dwayne Allen, that's the big pickup. And Fitzy, nobody's got it. Somebody's going to draft Fitzy. Somebody's going to draft him, but forget it. Amir Abdullah, meh. They need somebody to replace Latavius Murray. Anthony Barr kept the defense going. Defense. Philip Dorsett, nah. Just get Brady. He's the only guy worth anything over there. And the running back I had last year, the guy, the rookie, Michelle. New Orleans Saints. Here we go. We got another one. Number 4 on my pickup. Latavius Murray. That's going to be big. We're going to have a lot of... he's going to basically be replacing Mark Ingram, who did a lot of work. You know, it was kind of a committee thing they had going on, but the offense is so good, you can keep 2 guys on there and both of them be relevant. So my number 4, Latavius Murray, I think that's a big pickup. Re-signed Lutz, everybody else on defense. Jared Cook, I do not like Jared Cook. He always does this. He has a good game or a good couple of games, Last year he put it all together, kind of had a good season, but I don't trust him, so beware of him. I'd go with the other guy I mentioned before I took Jared Cook, because he's going to be like, I want to say top 5. They'll put him in maybe in tight ends, but who knows? Not a big fan now. Giants, Cody Latimer, nothing. Golden Tate, that's a joke. Le'Veon Bell, I don't know what's going to happen with him. He's been out for a year. I didn't put him in my top 5 because I don't know what's really going to happen with him. He can catch the ball. He's going to get points that way, but I don't know how much. And he's that offensive line. You're not going to be able to sit there and like look for your holes. They're going to be on you. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think he's going to put up the points and the yards and touchdowns he did with Pittsburgh. Oakland, there's a page of Oakland guys. Antonio Brown, he'll be okay, but he's not going to be a first-round pick. He'll probably be a second-round pick, but I don't even think he'll do that much. Isaiah Crowell, meh. Glennon, Ryan Grant, they're just remaking this whole team. I don't know what to do with any of these guys. This guy's not worth $11 million a year. He catches those bombs, but that's it. He's not going. He's losing his quarterback. I wouldn't go with that. The Eagles have 2. I put them both at number 3. 2 guys. Jordan Howard's going to be a better fit than he's going to be a better back. He's basically taking over the LeGarrette Blount role, and he's going to be better at it because he's younger, he's faster, he's got more in the tank. He played with the other guy who was under Andy Reid, so they're kind of they're going to be. It's not going to be that big of a transition going to the Eagles. He can catch the ball a little bit. He's not great at it. He's not even very good at it. He's okay. And Deshaun Jackson, he's come back. They needed a speed guy on the outside. They tried it with Torrey Smith. That didn't work. They tried with that guy from Pittsburgh. He couldn't even get on the field. So they're going to go back to this guy. If he's still got the speed, he can still play that role. And I see him and Howard, I got them as number 3s. Watch out for them. Put them, move them up if you can. Mark Barron, I don't see that. That's defense. This guy never did anything. Eli Rogers, I'm not a big fan. Okay, now we're into the 49ers. Tevin Coleman is my number 2 pickup. That's what they've been looking for. That's what they wanted. He's bringing him in from where he used to play, and he's probably going to be the main guy there. So we're going to look at him as I have as the number 2 pickup in the offseason. They're gonna run it and throw it to him. He's gonna be a big part of that offense. That's what they wanted. He got him in there. Boom. Jordan Matthews, nothing. He's the backup now. This guy Mustard. Nope. Okay. All defensive guys and offensive linemen here. Seattle, defensive and offensive linemen, blah, 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 nothing. Tampa Bay, a couple quarterbacks. No, they're a mess. Tennessee, Humphrey's got, there you go, 4 years, 30, good for you, buddy. Ryan Tannehill, I'm not a fan of his. He's not a franchise quarterback. I don't know what the hell he is. But I don't know if they're going to bring him in to try and take over for the other kid. I don't like either of them. They should just dump them both and go draft a new guy. And last but not least, the Redskins, they picked up Case Keenum. Good job. And Adrian Peterson, who knows how much he's got left in the tank, but he's got 2 more years to prove it at $8 million. So that's the wrap-up of free agency and everybody, all the moves and grooves and all that fun stuff. So to recap the free agency period, my top 5 free agency moves, including trades, are Foles to Jacksonville, number 1. Tevin Coleman to San Francisco, number 2. Howard and Jackson in a dual threat to Philadelphia, number 3. Latavius Murray to New Orleans, number 4. And Devin Funchess to Indianapolis, number 5. Yeah, that's it. So now we're going to get into what I want to talk about tonight. I got to give you a little background on this. I'm going to show you a video. It's a very quick video. I think it's about 5 seconds. Now, I'll give you a little backstory. We had a family cat. Yeah, Phoebe. She passed. There she is. It's a cute little thing, little tiny thing, bitchy little thing. And she just recently passed. She passed in December. Now, it was very sad. She was around for 20 years, that cat. And in the time, over the last 6-7 years, I think, there were these two cats that were outside. One big fluffy cat. I'll show you a picture of her. And another cat. Now they hung outside. They stared at each other a little bit. They didn't, she was too old to get, to get all pissy with them, and they were young. And she was inside, and they were out. So after she passed, the cat got in the house one day. One of the outside guys. It was cold, and my mom let her in. Now she took a picture of her playing with a toy. I'm going to show you that video. And I don't know how you guys feel about ghosts and all that stuff. Some of the theories of ghosts are they appear as little orbs. If you can look it up, go ahead. It's there. Go to Google, look up orbs of ghosts, and I'm sure you'll find something. But if you look, when she lets her in, she starts playing with this toy, and you see this little thing run away. I don't want to say run away, but it floats away real fast. Now, let me show you that, and then we'll get back to it. Did you see that? Bottom left corner of the screen, towards the end, it's only 5 seconds, towards the end, runs away. Now, when I say orbs, I mean ghosts are caught as orbs on video and in pictures. That's what I mean. I don't mean orbs floating around in front of you fucking talking to you. That ghost is stoned out of his fucking mind. Lord. So, let me show it to you again. Look in that corner. Left bottom corner. Actually, on here, it looks like it's going straight down the middle. So you can just rewind and go back. But what do you think? What do you think about that? Are there really ghosts? Do ghosts really appear as orbs? Because they can't appear as, like Ghostbusters. And if there are ghosts, where do they come from? I don't want to get into all this, but it's an interesting story to look into. Are there animal ghosts? Do you need a soul to make a ghost? Do you have to have a soul to be a ghost later after you die? If so, do animals have souls? If not, can people share their souls with animals and have them, in the afterlife? Because, people, there's that 28 grams, is that what it is, 28 grams? 28 grams experiment that I read about. They've said it really happened. Go look it up for yourself. It's a doctor did experiments on people when they were like really close to dying, and after people die, they take out for the clotting of the water. It's really into it. I'll put a link in the thing in the description below, and you can look that up. They say they did it on people. 28 grams. You weigh 28 grams left after you died. The soul weighs 28 grams. Blah blah blah. Ipso facto, I guess. But then when they tried it on animals, it didn't work. So, what's the deal with that? So, very interesting. I think that's Phoebe, and she was sitting there getting all skittish because the cat was playing next to her. And there's another video that was too big to get downloaded. If I ever get that, I'll post that. It's longer. There's orbs flying all over the place. So, if I can get that, I'd have to get... I don't even know how I'd get that one. But, I don't know, comment below, what do you think? Yeah, that's it. So, those are my top fives. There's the ghost cat. And I'm out of here. I'm probably going to do another one before and after the draft, which is coming up soon. So, thanks a lot. Like and subscribe. You'll hear it again.
Hey, thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow TalkMan Radio on Facebook and Twitter, and kill that like button and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget, everyone's team sucks but mine.